Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. It's Sunday, July the 30th, so it's a great day to play some Paul Das in the Lolpop League Season 1. Today we have 3 matches in program. First match in Division 1, Adam MTS versus Sidnev. And then we will finish Division 2, 2 matches of Trisky versus Smarts, followed by Trisky versus myself. But first, the match in Division 1. It's a very important match for Adam. He can keep his chances alive if he wants to win the whole division. Not everything is in his hands, but what he has to do is to win versus Sidnev. Sidnev had a very tough season, 4 losses, 0 points. So Sidnev kind of guaranteed not to play in Division 1 next season. But yeah, we know that Sidnev is a player who can perform well at any given time. So this is something for Adam to prove that that he's worth to win this whole match. If Adam can win for 3 points, he will have 8 points and will be 2 points behind Tugi, and both Adam and Tugi will have to play Merke. So for Adam, perfect scenario would be to beat Merke himself and count on Merke's win versus Tugi. But there's another player still with great chances, Jesper, who has to play team. Yeah, so this is kind of complicated, but with every single match, the situation will be more clear, and we will be able to predict more. So very interesting situation in Division 1, and we will see how today's match will go. Adam had a nice tournament yesterday, won the Lolpop Classic 2 event. In one game had a score of 760,000 points. I looked confident, looked well prepared. Let's see how he can do today, and let's see if Sidnev can deliver something better than in the first 4 matches of the season. So this is Adam MTS versus Sidnev. Let's take a look on players' profiles and let's see how they did in the whole season so far. Adam lost versus Tugi and Jesper in the decider and had a 5-0 walkover win versus Team. As we know, Sidnev with 4 losses, 1-5 versus Merke, 2-5 versus Tugi, 0-5 versus Jesper, and 2-5 versus Team. In every single statistic we can see on our screen, Adam is better, but in the top score in a single game, Sidnev with 644, 191 lines is not so far behind. So in this case, Adam will not have a walk in the park in this match for sure. 933 PB for Adam, 769 for Sidnev, so decent advantage for the Polish player. But those scores don't play today. Today, what plays is what does matter is who can win 5 games, because the format of the matches is best of 9, level 18 only. Okay, I can see in the background that Adam is ready, and we are waiting for Sidnev to go live. And we have H from Sidnev in the chat and hello from Adam. I assume they wanted to say hello both. So we should have Sidnev in the chat in a very few minutes. And people in the chat, who is your favorite to win the match? Can Sidnev beat Adam today, or will Adam be better? What's your opinion? What's your feeling? Please share this with us in the chat. For those viewers who are not yet in our Discord server, here is the link. And for Division 1 players, we have also Maturino prize pool. Currently it's $69. So if you want to expand it, here I have the link as well. You can click on the link and donate to the prize pool the amount you think is worth for the players. Okay, Sidnev live on Sidnev E. So let's prepare it. And as I can see, both players are live. So let's switch to the screen. And Adam, Sidnev, the very important question to you: do you want to play same piece sets for this match? Adam wants to play SPS. And Sidnev wants to play SPS as well. So let's draw the seat for the players, which is 1A, D2, 9C. And we will go with the standard procedure of incrementing the first two digits. And we have Sidnev already ready for game number 1. So let's wait for Adam to finish this warm-up game, and when Adam is ready, we can start the match. Last match for Sidnev in this season, and second to last match for Adam. One A, D2, 9C is the seat. And we have readiness from Adam's side, so let's start the match in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Good luck, have fun, and bring us some high scores. And Sidnev already with the one pushdown point. Both players are ready for Tetrises. First Tetris goes to Sidnev, followed by Adam. So yeah, very clean starts for both of them. Both players forced to do some schemes here and there, but then get Tetrises, Sidnev 59, Adam 54. So yeah, nothing major at this stage of the game. Both players trying to be as efficient as they can and score as many Tetrises as possible. This is Division 1 match. Both players are capable of great things. So yeah, let's see how it goes in practice. Hello Trisky, welcome in the chat. Trisky is playing today. firstly versus Marts and then versus myself after this match of Division 1 will be finished. Okay, so score updates. 175 for Adam, 134 for Sidnev. So Sidnev slowed a little bit. About one Tetris down. Nothing major in this stage of a game. You know, when you play Adam, you would like to have an advantage than be behind. $268 Adam, 204 Sidnev. Now Sidnev 227, so 40,000 points behind. About 2 Tetrises. 1 to Tetrises, it depends because there is like two lines difference between those two players. And Sidnev, nice adjustment. Building 2 of the ground, but gets a Tetris, 285 Sidnev, Adam 316. And will Sidnev go back to column 10? Maybe not yet, maybe one up, but this didn't work in Sidnev's favor. Sidnev has to walk around it a little bit. 385 Adam, 298 Sidnev. Oh, and nice roof burn for Sidnev, which saves the stack. Oh, and this longboard didn't go for a Tetris. I'm afraid it was a overshift. But now Sidnev gets a longboard, gets a Tetris. 411 for Adam, 330 for Sidnev. So Adam's lead is getting bigger and bigger. Maybe Adam is in a Fangs mode today. Let's see, let's find out. 457 Adam, 355 Sidnev. Oh, and nice light spin for Sidnev. Okay, few more things hit, but the left side is not looking great, but this Tetris will help to bring the stack a little bit down. So Sidnev has to fix the left side. Adam already with 505, Sidnev with 381. So it looks like Sidnev will be required to play one of the best possible games, level 19 plus. Adam 530. Sidnev 412. And we are approaching transition. Sidnev 446 in 2 lines will transition. Adam also with 576 will transition very shortly. And Adam transitions with 578, 602 with this Tetris. And Sidnev's board is not looking great. Sidnev needs to find a way to burn around. And probably Sidnev found a solution for this. And now let's see who can survive longer on level 19 plus. Adam with 609, Sidnev with 452, so 150,000 points behind is the Dutch player, and not an easy task. But you know, as long as the pieces are in play, then there you have some chances. Can Sidnev do something about it? Let's find out. But Sidnev's board is not looking great, and Sidnev is about to top out, I'm afraid. Sidnev tops out at 153 lines, 462, and Adam is already good. Adam takes game number 1, but let's see if Adam goes for a max out, or will Adam calmly top out and prepare for another game. $696, Adam is about to get a 700k score. 702 already for Adam. So this is the first 700 plus score in the league this season. Tugi missed those 700s two times, if I'm not mistaken. 696, 695, something like that, or 698. I don't want to be mistaken, but something like that. I can check it later. Adam with 747, level 26. 751. Yesterday in the Lolpo Classic, Adam scored 760. So let's see how far can he go today. 761. 765, level 27. Level 27 with those weird colors is a level to survive. 772, level 28. $778 for Adam. 226 lines. He seems to have everything under control. Oh, and this was a nice solution. Is he going for this Tetris? No, he decided to burn it down. It's 800,000 for Adam. I don't know what to say. We have a Tetris setup for Adam, and he gets this Tetris 854. Level 31. Level 32, 873. And there will be 900, 902, level 34. $930, Adam's PB. And 957, that is a PB for Adam. Can he do anything more? 962. $68. Oh my god, it's getting little. Oh, and got it quicked up. Okay, 976. Now the left side. Can he get anything to the left? Can he get anything to the left? No, he can't. Oh my god. 981 to 60. 981 to 60. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was 1-0 for Adam, but not a max out. Not a max out. Guys, let me put it in the logbook moments. That is for sure a logbook moment. 981. Oh my god, 19,000 points away from a max out. Oh my god. Yeah, that wasn't a max out, but 981 is a big statement on Adam's side. Let's take a deep breath, and then, yeah, I think we can then proceed with the next game. 310 lines, 981, 260 for Adam, 462, 141 was the score for Sidnev. Not that bad of a score, but But yeah. I don't know what to say. Sidnef is ready for game number 2. And Adam is ready as well. So let's start the countdown in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Hello, RVP. Yes, no way. Adam missed the max out by 19,000 points. 981. It's his new PB. But not yet a max out. Yeah, so let's see. Here it goes. Adam already had a 760 score yesterday in the Lupa Classic. Today with 980. So yeah, it looks like Adam found his form. So this will be a very difficult match for Sidnef if Adam continues like this. Yeah, but in this game, Sidnef had a more efficient start. Yeah, so don't go on holidays, RVP, if you don't want to miss anything. Okay, 61 Adam, 118 Sidnef. And Adam's board is not looking great. He will need to find some Adam's magic to bring it to safety. Meanwhile, this gives Sidnef a chance to extend the lead. Sidnef already with 100,000 points advantage. Adam needs few more lines to open the well. The J will be perfect, but doesn't get the J in time. Now gets the J is open, but Sidnef is already 16,000 points. Adam with 99, so Sidnef over 100,000 points advantage over Adam. Both players are now clean. Both players can build for Tetrises. So let's see if Sidnef can maintain this 100,000 points advantage. Yeah, but we saw how well Adam can play post-transition, so 100,000 points, it's not a safe advantage, I put it in these words. $222 Adam, $336 Sidnef. Sidnef $359, and Sidnef going strong in this game. Maybe time for Sidnef to have a max out attempt. It would be epic if we could see back-to-back max out attempts, or maybe double max out. Guys, don't forget that there is a Lolpog jackpot. If you both will be able to score a max out in the same game, you will get shared $1,000, so 500 each. 315 Adam, 430 Sidnef. So Sidnef still maintaining this 100,000 points lead. Yeah, and now both players had to deal with those weird sequence of S's and Z's, but they both seem to be fine right now. Sidnef now with 90,000 points lead, so Adam reduced the deficit a little bit. And we are approaching the transition. 110 lines for Adam, 108 for Sidnev. Sidnev over 500k, 505. Adam with 411. And Sidnev will be the player going into transition with an advantage. How big will be the advantage? Let's see. And if it will be a significant advantage. .554 Sidnev, Adam 467. Adam transitions with 463. Sidnev can score one more Tetris. So Sidnev can have over 100,000 points advantage. He has 602 for Sidnev, very nice score. And now let's see how far they both can go on level 19 plus. Sidnev trying. Adam as well. Oh, and Sidnev didn't get the quick tap. Sidnev tops out with 614. 301. So Adam 615 is the score to beat. 615. If you can go to 615, you can win the second game. But this looks very difficult for Adam, and Adam will top out 164 line, 494, 880. And this means we have 1-1. 1-1 in this match right now. So Sidnev takes a game from Adam. And this match is even right now. And Sidnev already ready for game number 3. And Adam ready as well. So let's start the countdown for game number 3 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, so Adam with a very massive game, 981 in game 1. Sidnev answered with a 614 in game number 2. So let's see how game number 3 will go. In game number 3, we have a very similar start and very similar line count. So nothing major, pretty clean game for both players. And Adam has to open the well, what he does, and gets a Tetris. Sidnev also gets a Tetris. 171 for Adam, 185 for Sidnev. But now, Sidnev has about 27,000 points lead at the similar line count. So Sidnev is a little bit more efficient and at this stage of the game. And Sidnev with a massive pace, 231,000 after 44 lines. So the players take no prisoners in this match. 217 Adam, 276 Sidnev. And both players with no serious issues, going as efficient as they can. 299 for Sidnev after 56 lines. So there is definitely 600k plus pace for the Dutch player. Maybe 650 even. Adam is at about 580, 600k pace. Both players pushing themselves to the limits. Sidnev 368, Adam 333. Halfway through transition, Adam a little bit further with 73 lines. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. Sidnev, another Tetris, 391. Oh, nice adjustment for Sidnev. 414 for Sidnev after 78 lines. Adam after 81 with 380. Definitely advantaged Sidnev in this game. It looks like this 981 game motivates Sidnev to be as efficient as possible. 468 for Sidnev at 95 lines, Adam with 408. It's about 2.5, 3 Tetrises lead for the Dutch player at this stage of the game. And both players' stacks are not the perfect ones. They both have to fight a little bit with them. And they should be fine. Yeah, but Sidnev with those S's, make Sidnev's life a little bit more difficult. But Sidnev should be fine, yes, and Sidnev is fine. 479, Adam with 465, but Adam is 5 lines ahead. So another 500k for Sidnev. Yeah, this sequence was a little bit tough for a moment, but now they seem to have everything under control. 527 Sidnev, 489 Adam. Sidnev with some dependencies, but Els and Jace come in the meantime. And 550 for Sidnev. Adam with 535. Sidnev would like to get an eyepiece to fill the left side. Adam transitions with 559. And Sidnev's board is not looking great before transition. This will be very difficult. Sidnev transitions with 578. And Sidnev is going to top out, I'm afraid. 133 lines, 579. Adam is already good. Adam will take the game. But let's see how far Adam can go. Will we see another 600k? Sidnev is already ready for the next game. But let's see how far can Adam go. $609 for Adam. And there's another 665. Oh my god, what a match are we seeing today. And another Tetris for Adam, 694. And his setups for another Tetris. Oh my god, but he gets a triple, 705. Another 700 for Adam in this match. Oh my god, what is it? Okay, he needs a long bar right now. Where is the long bar for Adam? No long bar, so Adam decides to prepare for another Tetris, but where is the long bar didn't came in time. And this will be probably a top out, 185 lines, 715 for Adam. 715 is the score. So Adam definitely in a thanks mode today. Sidnev with 579 would win many games, but not this one, unfortunately. And yeah, We have readiness from Sidney, readiness from Adam. So let's start countdown for another game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, but this aggro Mullen moment was totally fine. Adam had already won the game. Has already 981 as the top score. So yeah, this was totally fine to go for it. Nothing to lose and everything to win. And both players started with the same pace in game number 4. Sidney probably playing best match this season, but if Adam prepares like this today, yeah, there's not much you can do. But it's great to see Sidney performing that well despite 4 losses in the first 4 matches. Sidney will for sure leave Division 1 with a good impression. You know, when you play in Division 1, someone has to be first, someone has to be last. This season it was the case for Sidney to be last, unfortunately. Score updates: 326 Sidney, 265 Adam. So Sidney takes advantage in this game. Nice spin for Sidney. 373, Adam with 314. For 20 Sidney, Adam 361. We're approaching 90 lines. And the Dutch player still has an advantage over the Polish player. Another crazy pace. Oh my god. What a match are we witnessing today. Probably one of the best this season. Sidney surpasses 500k after 101 lines. Sidney on a monster pace. Adam with 453 after 102 lines. Sidney wants to have as much advantage going in 19 as possible. .557 Sidney and 20 more lines to go. Adam 477. So yes, Sidney definitely going with an advantage, with a very high 600k score possibly. Yeah, but Sidnev slows down a little bit and now needs a long war and gets a long war. 606 for Sidnev and still nine more lines to go. Sidnev sets up for another Tetris and gets the Tetris. 628 for Sidnev. Adam with 533 and Sidnev's board is not looking good before transition, but the score advantage is massive. Will Sidnev build for another Tetris before going into transition? Probably yes, because the board is not looking great. And what will be the final score for Sidnev? 655 and Sidnev tops out. Adam 656 is the score to beat. 655, 181 is the exact score of Sidnev. So Adam, you need 656,000 points to win this game. Sidnev went very efficient on 18, but the last lines of level 18 weren't going great to prepare a nice stack, so Sidnev decided to go for as many Tetrises as possible, and now hopes for the best. 655 is the score for Adam to beat Sidnev in this game. Can Adam complete this chase down? Yeah, Triskai's PB is 653 if I'm not mistaken. It's 1k more than my PB. And Adam with 606, so still 50,000 points more to go. $616 for Adam. Oh, and Adam thanks this Z. This can make his life a little bit more difficult, but he finds some pieces to solve it. 642 for Adam, so 13,000 points more to go, and Adam can complete this chase down. 648, 650, few more lines, 653, 656, and that's it. Adam takes this game with a chase down, and then after he completes the chase down, he missed the O-piece, but he's still playing. But there's nothing he can do. He tops out at 664, 100, and we have 3-1 for Adam. Oh my god, what a chase down it was. What a chase down it was. Adam, 223 lines, 664, 100, and Sidnev 655, 181 is not enough. It's not enough. Unfortunately for Sidnev, it's not enough. Yeah, guys, Sidnev is already ready. Adam needs to drink some water. That's also a great idea. AOEF8 Tetris. Hello, welcome in the chat. Welcome in the chat. Yes, we have Adam leading 3-1, but let's take a look on Sidnev's score. 462, 614, 579, 655. So great match from Sidnev's side as well. Yeah, but when Adam is in a thanks mode, what can you do? Let's start a countdown for next game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And both players. Oh no! I thought they might start with the same stacks going into first Tetris, but not. Sidnev sets up the Z-spin. Another Z-spin for Sidnev. Nice trick shots, I would say, put it in these words, from Sidnev's side. Yeah, but now I think it's time to go. Time to go for some scores. Yeah, Massive Zebra. Correct set by you. And each player had only one game each below 500k. Sidnev 462 in game 1 and Adam 494 in game number 2. Apart from that, all scores over 500k. Technically speaking, Adam did not have any 500k game. Either this 494, 664, 715 or 981. Yeah, but let's take a look on the board, because Sidnev's board is not looking great. I don't want to jinx anything, but I hope Sidnev can bring it down and can go for another nice score. Okay, this should be manageable. Guys, I would like to remind you that for this league, we have also a Matcherino, and you can contribute to the prize pool if you want. The link is here in. The link is here. You can contribute to the prize pool if you value the efforts of our amazing players. Yeah, pretty suffer game for Sidnev, unfortunately. And Adam already with 300,000 points after 60 lines, so another killer game from Adam's side. And Sidnev's, this is not Sidnev's game, unfortunately. But let's see how it goes. Okay, Sidnev is central already. Where is the long bar for Sidnev? Does not want to come, and Sidnev has to block the well once again. Once again has to fight with the stack. Okay, finally Tetris for Sidnev, 180 for Sidnev. Adam already with 429. Yeah, so miracle needed for Sidnev in this game. And can Adam have another 600, 700, 800k plus game this time? Let's find out. $475 Adam, 228 Sidnev. Sidnev is kind of forced with this center well set up. But finally gets a long bar, and Sidnev does not decide to go back. Maybe now. Let's see. Adam already with 511. So this will be another decent transition for the Polish player. 535 at 124 lines. Sidnev with 307 after 125 lines. Yeah. probably not a game for Sidnev, but yeah, let's see. Maybe Sidnev can go to 200 plus lines. Adam transition with 516. Sidnev with 330, so 230,000 points deficit, and Sidnev's fighting for it. Okay, Sidnev should be fine. Both players trying to do their best in order to survive. Sidnev's board is a little bit more clean. Adam's board is not that clean, but we know that Adam can do miracles on 19 plus. Both players going into level 21. Both players surviving. And Sidnev's Tetris ready and gets a Tetris. It's 387 for Sidnev. Level 22. And Sidnev fighting. Adam fighting as well. Level 33. Can both players do something about it? Yes, Sidnev can. Adam looks like he can as well. And both players... okay, Sidnev, yes. Sidnev level 24. Adam is still some work to be done in order to bring this stack down, but it might be too difficult for Adam. Let's see. Will Sidnev have technically a chase down on Adam on level 19 plus? Yes, 616 Sidnev is the score to beat. 616. So Sidnev, you still have a chance to win this game if you go to 616,000. Oh, but Sidnev's left side is not looking great. Oh, and Sidnev doesn't get the L to the left. Now it might be very difficult, but gets the pieces. Okay, so still some chances for Sidnev. But now it looks very difficult. Is there anything Sidnev can do? Unfortunately not. Sidnev tops out after 209 lines, 442, 521. The score for Sidnev. For Sidnev, so GG's Sidnev. Well played post transition. It wasn't your game before transition, but well played post transition. But Adam still gets a game and leads 4-1. Yeah, so this is how it is. Yes, Triskai, you have a higher level PB than Sidnev in Baldas. That's true. You know, there are some things you can be better than Sidnev in. Okay, so let's wait for the readiness. Adam is ready. And Sidnev is ready as well, so let's start the countdown for game number 6 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay, so I would like to give you some statistics. Average losing score for Sidnev in this whole match, 534,000 points, 157 lines. Adam lost only one game with 494 and 164 lines. So, yeah, this is a good indicator how well those players are playing. And yeah, being 1-4 down for Sidnev, okay, it's tough score, but when you play like with Adam like this, there's not much you can do. Yes, Massive Zebra back, 5 back, winning a score over 600k plus. This is what the players prepared for us today. Okay, Sidnev had some troubles in the early stages of the game, and this gave Adam a chance to build a 60,000 point lead. Now both players are clean. Now both players are trying to do their best to be as efficient as possible. Yes, I would like to say something, but I don't want to jinx it. But let's try it anyway. The lowest line count in a single game we had so far was 133 lines for Sidnev and 164 lines for Adam. There were the lowest line counts in a single game. Highest line count for Adam, 310, 209 for Sidnev. Very, very hard level match. It's a pity that we won't have Sidnev in the next season, Division 1. But someone has to drop. And yeah, as I said, this season it's Sidnev. But with a performance like this today, Sidnev shouldn't have any problems to win the Division 2 and come back to Division 1 for season number 3. Adram 330, Sidnev 227. Sidnev, Adam 331. Yeah, so about Tetris's lead for Adam. The same line count, if I'm not mistaken. Adam 351 Sidnev. So Sidnev is within one Tetris behind Adam only. And Sidnev went from the Fortress longboard dependency, but got 2 longboards in quick succession, which was very helpful. Yeah, and Sidnev is about one Tetris behind Adam. At now even is ahead. So Sidnev used some Sidnev's magic to reduce the deficit almost to nil. And there is also Marts in the chat. Hello Marts, welcome. We have a great match. Adam already with 981,000 in game number 1, 715 in game number 3. Sidnev already with 2 high 600k scores. Every game, 5 games in, was won with a score 600k or more. So they're definitely doing great. And March, your match versus 3Sky starts only after this match is ended. So yeah. So you have some time to prepare. 515 Adam, 501 Sidnev. Can we have another game where the winner will have over 600k points? Adam transitions with 540, Sidnev with 525. So this is a small advantage, Adam. Let's see how it goes. Now Adam's board, okay, he has some chances to survive it. And Sidnev some mischief, that might be it. And Sidnev tops out with 541. And Adam is already good, so Adam takes a game, takes a match. But can Adam bring the score to 600k in order to keep our pace today? Commiserations, Sidnev. Tough match for you. You played very well, but yeah, when you play like with Adam like that, what can you do? Can we see another max out attempt from Adam's side? Yeah, Sidney, thank you for your participation in Lolpok League Season 1. If you decide to participate in Season 2, you know, according to the rules, maximum you can play will be Division 2 because of the last place. But yeah, I know you can recover from it and come back to Division 1 as soon as possible. Okay, Triskai, take your time. We will need maybe some more minutes for Adam to finish his game. It's at 6:38 right now. Hello, Rodko. Sorry, I can't do anything about it. So let's see if Adam will be able. Yes, Massive Zebra. Adam back 6 back, 160 line, 60 plus lines. And there's also a third game for Adam with over 220 lines. $700k. It's a third game with a 700 plus score in this match. Can Adam do in this game 1? I think he couldn't do in game number 7. Can he game number 6? Sorry, can he do the thing he couldn't do in game number 1? Adam will be going. Okay. 775 for Adam. In last game, he topped out at 310 lines. Now he is at 311, so definitely an improvement for him. Now, Adam, you are so far away that scaling is the factor. Oh. Okay. Still can get out of it. Not that easy fact. Oh, what is he doing? Oh my god. that will be it, I'm afraid. 323 lines, 798, 600. It's the final score for Adam. Oh, that's it. That's it, guys. 798, sorry. Yeah, good set, Sidnev. Unfortunately, not finished that well for you in terms of final score, but yeah, well played for sure. Adam takes 3 points to the league. The Sentish match, indeed. Yeah, Adam finally also pretty happy with his performance. Yeah, you need to train more. No max out what you want from us. Okay, so let's take a look on the match statistics. And as you can see on your screen, those are the scores. Adam, in 6 games, 4.2 million points. Let's calculate the average from Adam's 4 in 6 games. So average score for Adam in this match was 711,000 points. 711,000 points. And 232 average lines. For Sidnev, we had average score of 549 and 154 lines. So what can you do when you have an opponent like Adam today? 323 lines in the last game, 981, the highest score. Totally impressive. So Adam keeps his chances alive. Adam keeps his chances alive in count for the Lolblock League. Now he needs to win versus. Now he needs to win versus Murke and hope for some favorable results. Those losses in deciders weren't in his favor, unfortunately. Yeah, but this was an impressive match from Adam's side, and also a nice match, nice finish match for Sidnev in Division 1. Sidnev left us with a very great impression. Yes, once again, Sidnev, thank you for participation in this first season. If you decide to play in Division 2 next season, we will be more than happy to have you. You'll definitely have a great chance to the Division 2 and come back to Division. Yeah, guys, so yeah, that was a nice match, Division 1 match. Now time to finish Division 4. The level won't be so high, but there will be some decisiveness, because tomorrow we are finishing Division 4 and we will get to know who will be the winner of Division 4 and guaranteed spot at least in Division 3 next season. But before, let's take a look on the league standings. Adam with 8 points, 2 points behind Tugi, 1 point behind Jesper, still with some chances to win the division, but Adam has to hope that Jesper doesn't win versus Team in his last match, and then Tugi loses for 3 points versus Merck, and Awad wins for 3 points versus Merck. So still some science fiction action happen. Tugi is the clear favorite. Every win versus Merck guarantees Tugi win in the division. So everything is in Tugi's hand. Yeah, I think it's also time to pass the mic to Adam, because I will be playing after Trisky versus Mars, so I also have to prepare for the match. Adam, are you already with me? Okay, I got an info from Adam that he will be in 3-4 minutes. So maybe let's go for a break, those 3, 4, 5 minutes, and after the break, Adam will take over the commentary. I'm saying thank you for today as far as the commentary is concerned, and I will be there in the stream also in the last match of the day. But the next match will be commented by Adam. There will be match Trisky versus Mars. So let's take a few minutes break and let's be back soon.
Hello, welcome from the break. It's time to conclude Division 4 The remaining matches are about to be played first Triska versus Martz, and then PAW versus Trisky. So I see we're already quite late, and Bob is ready, so let's move to the game screen and ask the classic question: do you wanna play SPS? Hello, Xenophilius. Maybe you would like to join Lolpok series in some tournaments? Maybe in the Lolpok Cup? Triska is up for SPS. What about Mars as well? So let's draw the seed. It's going to be D7 3636. What a nice number 36 is. It's not like a horrible 37 you can't do anything with. 36, so nice. Mars is already ready. And what about Trisky? And Trisky is ready as well. So let's start the match in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Mars would love to win this match with all 3 points. Any other result doesn't help him at all. Winning all the 3 points may bring him higher in the ranking if then Trisky loses to PAW with 0 points. Mars pretty very likely to finish up at the 4th spot, but still some chances. Trisky would love to win this match. Doesn't really matter for Trisky whether it's gonna be 2 points or all the 3 points, but saving the energy for later, the last match, the conclusion of Division 4, will happen just after this one. And in this first game, we have a pretty decent start. Both players with 100,000 at about 30 lines, and immediately as I said it, Martz made some imperfections in his board. Stumper will have, but it's double 3 white hole also mess things up. A bit of tower for Trisky as well. Trisky in a lot of trouble. This is not looking good for Trisky by any means. Trisky is going to top out. Martz, in order to take the game, need to get to 148,000 points. 148,000 points is the score to get. Line out till 19 will be much more than enough. Mars has all the time in the world. Doesn't need to risk anything. The board is very safe. No, it's best of 9. As all the matches in the league for now. What do you mean, OMG? It's short. Best of 9 is short. It should be longer. It's time to make the matches longer overall. Not only on PAL, on NTSC as well. Mars needs just a few more thousand points and this Tetris will make it. Mars takes the first game. We do the classic seed drill. The first 2 digits go up by 1. Mars is ready. And Triska is ready. Next game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Triska starts with a series of misdrops. Nothing that would be too dangerous in terms of surviving, but it will take quite some time, best. But it's gonna be quite difficult to open it all at once. It's 4-white hole. It will require some extensive burn. This number will have massively just 1 good piece needed. It will most likely go for... Let's try to go for 1 center well or center-ish well. Not happening. No pieces for Triska here. Mars took the chance. Starts with 2 Tetrises and Triska is yet to score the first. 2 Tetrises lead. That is for Mars. Mars was forced to go into this double hole. This will take a few lines to burn and Triska is taking the chance, it looks like. Now already down by less than 1 Tetris for a moment, back to about 1. At this point, Mars, with a very much imperfect board, shakes his head, understands that something went wrong. Just this 1 hole, when you get this hole and don't get the piece to fill it. Very often this is how it ends up like. Still ahead, but now just by a bit, far less than 1 Tetris. With this Tetris of Triska's, the lead is changed. It's on now. Still digging, Triska getting up pretty high. Oh, a very similar hole to the one that broke Mars' board, but Triska gets the piece and is now back open. No damage done overall. About the same pace that is. Mars takes the triple, so now it will be 1 Tetris lead for Triska. 2 with this one, but still keeping things tight. Not letting any of the players go too far. Now at 91 lines, Triska with 308,000 points, Mars at 89 lines with 267. This is starting to become quite an advantage for Trisky. Martz goes for this dirty Tetris. This is quite risky. We'll have to open it up anyway. Decides to do it now, and Trisky with a series of misdrops. That's a serious, or maybe that was just one misdrop. Sorry, that's a great chance for Martz, but Martz misdrops himself. I believe I didn't see it, but it really looks like a misdrop. No damage done once again. Martz needs to go for the score. He's back by about 2.5 Tetrises, maybe even more like 3. With this one, it's far more than 3. Trisky is getting away with the score quite too far. Given the state of the board of Martz, it's gonna be very difficult for him to do anything in this game. From now on, will require some 19 play mathematically. Trisky in some trouble though. If Martz gets these 3 Tetrises and Trisky doesn't get any, this would still be a chance, but Trisky is open. Gets the last Tetris, transitions with 441. Martz will transition with under 400k. Transitions with 387. And with this misdrop, that's gonna be it for Martz, I'm afraid. Still survivable, but very, very difficult. I can't see him getting out of it, unfortunately. Here it is, Martz tops out, and Trisky takes the game. Trisky also topping out. A pretty safe-ish lead. 60k points. That's exactly what you need when you know your opponent isn't expected to go for any extensive 19 play. We're at 1-1. Martz is ready, and Trisky is ready. Next game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Trisky with quite a difficult start. Dependent board. Decides to go for the Tetris readiness immediately. That was quite aggressive. Don't think that was good objectively. Now we'll have to burn a few further lines. Another very aggressive placement of this J. What is Trisky doing? That was some very aggressive play there. Causes some trouble and trouble. And Trisky isn't getting any pieces. Finally gets the Lombard, gets the dirty Tetris. Still another one needed, gets the Lombard. And will be out of it. And almost in the lead. In the lead by 1000, actually. That was very lucky for Trisky. No damage was done whatsoever. Can be very grateful. And Martz's board is falling apart, I'm afraid. Triple J hole, getting only higher and higher. Still perfectly survivable. Just one Lombard needed. But Trisky already with over 2 Tetris lead effectively. It really feels like the players can't find their rhythm yet. Martz in a lot of trouble after this misdrop, managed to get the board just under control in time. Now is back to safety, but once again we'll have to burn quite a few lines. That's another Trisky to get away with the lead. Very likely will get one more Tetris out of it. Here it is. Now Trisky by over 3 Tetrises, maybe even more like 3.5, maybe even 4. Martz needs to start playing more effectively if he wants to have any realistic chance to do some major damage in this match. It's doing great, trying to stay safe, but it's not gonna be enough if the score is so low. Trisky with 247 at 75 lines, Martz with 180 at 72. That's with this Tetris of Trisky, that's almost 4 Tetris lead, but Trisky also 8 lines ahead. This doesn't really matter, though. The lead in points is just too huge at this very point. Trisky needs to just keep this distance. Doesn't really have to go for any further extensions. It's forced to go into this 8th gun well, not to burn too many lines, and with this misdrop once again it's gonna be very difficult. Gets the lumber and the Tetris is back down, back to safety, but the score is not there yet more. Now it's full 4 Tetrises. Maybe more like 3, but clearly huge advantage Trisky, and the transition is coming. Every single line getting closer and closer to the transition. If nothing happens to Trisky, who gets another Tetris and set up for another one immediately, the Tetris readiness, it's gonna be very difficult for Martz to do anything. Trisky leading by almost 100k points. But Martz is running out of lines. Running out of lines very badly. Another Tetris for Trisky, one more, and Martz will be required to do some 19 play. Here it is with this Tetris of Trisky's, which sends Trisky into 400k. Martz is already required 19 play. And I'm afraid it's gonna have to be some extensive 19 play. Trisky ahead by about 5 Tetrises. No way of getting even somewhat close on 18. Best chance is to transition safely and hope for a miracle. Trisky forced to go for this last Tetris. Transitions pretty badly. Manages to get quite a few burns. This was perfectly survivable due to this bit on the 3rd floor possible, but Martz also dropping out, and that's gonna be it. Once again, double 19 hillscreen transition game, and once again Martz outpaced very significantly. Trisky is ready. And Martz is ready. Next game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. That's a very chill start, both players with 2 very early Tetrises. No problems, perfectly clean boards. This part of Trisky is not good though. Now it's getting quite tricky. With this, delayed burn setup is getting yet more tricky. Wow, very nicely played indeed. But it's gonna take at least a few lines to get to some reasonable board state. Now what is this RNG for Trisky? Very unlucky not to get absolutely anything that would help. Board is broken furthermore. That's their Tetris setup, but the setup is not good by any means. finally gets the long bar. Have to do a few further burns, and Martz took the chance, currently ahead by about 1.5 Tetrises. This guy going for my well at this point. Guess the Tetris will decide to stay there for quite a moment. This left looks really beautiful for the first column. Yeah, that's how great the well is. Seems like you run into space, but still have a lot of space. Work around with everything. And it pays off. Trisky took the lead by about 1 Tetris. That's quite an unfortunate misdrop for Martz. Misdropping that long bar always causes some significant damage. Just a few lines in this case, not so bad, but Trisky already ahead by 3 Tetrises. 252 at 66 lines for Trisky, 194 at 64 lines for Martz. Yeah, it looks like they are both playing good, the best they can, but just Martz getting significantly outpaced all the time. Still trying the very best thing he can do. Just playing the best he can, not topping out, and hoping for some mistakes from Trisky's side. If it's not enough, there isn't really anything you can do. PAW says that he would argue it's the best match of Martz this season. Yes, I believe so as well. Game is very steady. The efficiency isn't there yet, maybe, but it will come with time. Most important thing, no top outs, is there surely. Trisky is still leading by about 3 Tetrises, maybe down to more like 2 at this point. With this, Tetris of Martz is just less than 2. For a moment, back to almost 3. This guy once again trying to get away with the score just before transition. Looking very nice to be able to completely escape, keeping the difference around about the same. Martz needs to go aggressive now. This time, even if it costs the top out, he just needs to go for it. Almost 100k behind, 4 Tetris and a bit behind. Needs to get the score. 1 more Tetris for Trisky, and level 19 play will be needed from Martz. Maybe even now it is needed. Yeah, I believe just now it is. 1 more Tetris will seal it surely. Trisky decides to go for this very aggressive center well, just to go for this last Tetris, but this won't be a setup. We'll try to set up there, needs 2 long bars for that. No, just transitions. Transitions with 463 and tops out immediately. Martz, the score need to get in order to win the game is 464,000 points. This is doable. 1 Tetris, a few lines, and 1 more Tetris will do. Martz survives the sorry, early transition, but with this misdrop, that's gonna be it most likely. Miracle needed, miracle not happening. It's another game. We have a double kill screen. Very nice, and once again, Trisky outpaces Martz just enough to win the game pretty safely. We're at 3-1 for Trisky. And Martz still without an early top out. Very nicely done. Trisky is ready. And Martz is ready. Next game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It was an interesting start by Trisky. Very open one. Already going into this kind of attack setup. Worked out very nicely in this case. And Trisky already takes the early lead of one Tetris. That's what this game is about. Like every time you get this little chance, get this one Tetris more, and then it adds up. One Tetris here, half a Tetris there, another Tetris here, yet another Tetris there. All of a sudden you're like 60-70k lead. Which in this case is most likely gonna be always enough at the transition. Sleepy. You're sleepy because you just woke up, or you're sleepy because you didn't go to sleep yet? I'm the easiest fair out for real? What? I don't understand any single word of that. Maybe I'm and the I understand. Trisky with an amazing start in this game. 243,000 points at 54 lines. Mars also at 54 lines, but about 100k behind. It looks like Trisky is playing better and better with every single game. Maybe some extensive warm-up was needed. Trisky extends the lead to about 120,000 points. And Mars tops out all of a sudden. A series of bad placements caused it. Mars is not yet there with the score. Mars, in order to take the game, you need to get to 358,000 points. 358,000 points is the score to get. Like 3 more Tetrises and a few singles and doubles will do. Mars is set up for the Tetris. It's not a gimme. This time he doesn't have all the time in the world like last time. 3 Tetris are needed pretty much. I'm not sure if 2 with a line out would be enough. Well, this misdrop will make things pretty difficult. Very nicely controlled, back to clean. But he needs the lumbar. He's kind of starting run out of lines, guess the Tetris. 1 more Tetris is needed. 1 more Tetris is needed. Singles and doubles will not be enough unless some 19 play is incorporated. Where will he set up for the Tetris? This 2 off the ground seems to be a good option. Decides to go to the very bottom. He has now only 1 line to burn. Needs to go for this Tetris or prepare for 19. Doesn't wanna burn his last line. What is he doing? What is Mars doing? Mars is set up. Mars doesn't set up. What did Mars do? Mars stops out and Trisky takes the game. Mars has all the time in the world, all the chances in the world to set up for this one Tetris. He wasn't even set up, didn't even give himself a chance. So wait for the last long bar. Trisky winning this game gets the 1 point, and now has 3 chances to get away with all the 3. Trisky is ready, Mars is ready. Next game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Mars is not failing any transition yet. All the 4 games he lost into the transition. Unlike Trisky, who had 2 early topples already. Trisky going up very high once again. This will take quite a few lines. It's back to relative safety, but not quite open. Mars took the chance, head by 1 Tetris now. That's an aggressive play by Trisky. Finally gets the long bar. Takes the lead back. What will Mars do with this hole? Decides to work around it. A very safe way. Oh no, putting the T there on top of that hose. Well, this will take quite a few lines to burn. At best, Trisky gets the chance to get away with the score and is already 1 Tetris ahead. Through all of these burned lines, Mars had to burn. Trisky is ahead by 100,000 points. Another very strong lead. Mars playing very nice, very safe, very clean all the time he can. Just the score isn't that. Same story in every single game it is. It's Trisky Spanishing. We're getting closer and closer to level 19. And closer we get, the more and more significant the lead Trisky gets. Currently it's about 2.5, maybe more like 3 Tetrises. This dependency of Trisky's is gonna be pretty difficult to get out of in a clean way, That's a disastrous management. Finally, get some pieces. Very lucky, kinda bailed. Back to relative safety, Mars gets the chance but unable to use it. Burns himself. To burn still. Trisky will be the first to get out of it. Gets out of it. Trisky with 385 at 106 lines. Mars 323 at 103 lines. Mars needs to go for it now. That's the last chance, that's the last call. Trisky has gone away with the score. It looks like 2 more Tetrises will be enough to guarantee a lead for Trisky. Here we have one of them. Given the state of the board, Mars already needs some 19 play, and some extensive 19 play. This might be pretty difficult to survive even. The board is not ready by any means. Mars is on the verge of topping out given that the transition is coming, and behind by over 100,000 points. Trisky transitioned and will top out, but I don't think there's anything Mars can do. He has to transition at first, survive at first, but it looks impossible, unfortunately. Here it is. Mars tops out, and Trisky takes the game and the match. That was the last match of Mars in this season. Thank you very much for playing. Yeah, I believe that was the very best, surely the best played in the league by far. Average losing lines of 133 lines, all the 5 games. Mars lost, went to the transition. Well, the last one was missed by 2, but yeah, let's skip that. And all over 350,000 points. Very nicely done, just not enough in terms of the scoring. Trisky takes all the 3 points from this match. I will be able to show you the table in just a few seconds. Yes, the average losing lines look very nice. 133. Just as they should. And here we have the league standings. Now we have Tony guaranteed 3rd place, which means a guarantee of playing in at least Division 4 in the next season. Mars with guaranteed place number 4, which doesn't mean anything, and Richard Wolf at the last place, guaranteed a ban from Division 4 and Division 5 at best, unless Division 5 doesn't get great, then he will play in Division 4 once again. And now we are about to witness Trisky versus PIW, the last match of the division. Both players with the full set of points, both with 9, so as simple as that, whoever wins this match wins the division and advances to Division 3 at least in the next season. I will be able to bring you the profiles in just a few seconds. And here we have them. PNW said that he would be ready at the scheduled time, so let's go for like 6-minute break maybe. And then we will see the conclusion of Division 4. We'll be back in about 6 minutes. And we're back from the break with the last match of today's Triska vs PAW, both with a full set of 9 points. Triska lost just one game in the process, the one early top out of today's against Mars. PAW lost 7 games in the process. This tournament stats of average losing score and average denies of Triska may be quite misleading, because that's just one game, just one early top out. In all the other ones, significantly higher on Triska's side. Oh, something went wrong here, give me just a second. Let me refresh the players once again, maybe. And PAW is asking for SPS. Triska says yes, let's draw the seed. The seed is E9F0DB. Have some quite weird buffering. To refer to players. Oh, I got just an info from PAW. He will have to take a reset from the reset his computer, restart his computer. I'm afraid it's gonna take a few minutes. In this case, we'll abandon this seed. We'll draw a new one in just a few minutes when PAW comes back. In the meantime, let's take a look at the Elo ranking, maybe. Is it the updated one? Here we have the updated one. Out of the major changes, I'm back to world number 3 after today's win, knocking back on the 1700 doors. And Triska is about to join the ranking, I believe. You can see it in the full list. Triska is currently here with 1350 points. It's a lot of improvement to be done. PAW with 1316 points after yesterday's win against Dewey. Both Triska and PAW walked through the first 3 matches. No major issues whatsoever, especially for Triska, as he said, just dropping 1 game in the process. But today is the day, the last match, which could decide everything. And we have PAW back, so let's draw a new seed. The seed is 10E9A9. PAW is ready. And Triska is ready as well. The last match of Division 4 this season starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. They started Triska with a very quick Tetris, PAW with a few burned lines, Triska already with 2. PAW will get the stone burn now. Here it is. Triska with a very early lead of 2 Tetrises. 3 Tetrises within the first 14 lines. PAW just with the second, Triska already with the fourth. That's a strong start, quite. Once again, the situation in the division is very clear. They are both guaranteed the second place in the division, which means the guarantee of playing in at least Division 4 next season. And whoever wins this match will be granted Division 3 to go up by the 1 division. Triska is setting up pretty aggressively at this point, not getting the long bars. PAW will experience the same drought now. Is a few lines behind though, and is quite not ready for it. This is looking pretty dangerous given that the drought is coming. He has Lombard at the very worst possible moment, and with this misdrop of the Lombard, this kinda hang of the misdrop of the Lombard, that is gonna be it in this game. PAW tops out, and Triska takes the game. The first of the 5 steps for Triska has just been done. PAW is immediately ready. And Triska is also ready. Next game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. You can feel it, you can see it, that Triska really wants to win. Really wants to win the match. Something happened to PAW's stream. Oh, hi, we have him back. Twitch is doing some crazy things today, not only in this match. This time we have PAW with a great start. 4 Tetrises, and only 1 burnt line. Looks like the RNG is very kind in this game at the beginning. Trisky at 28 lines with 120,000, now made it 133. Going for this Vitz? What was that Vitz? That couldn't be good. We're lucky to get a Tetris so quickly. Another crazy things. Trisky is really going for it. Looks like PAW at 34 lines. But oh no, PIW hangs the lumbar in a way that causes an immediate pop out, and Trisky is already good for the game, leading 2-1 now. Two to 0-1 now, sorry. 2 early top outs for PAW at the first 2 games. PAW immediate ready. And Trisky is ready. Next game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Trisky is 3 games away from winning the division. PIW still 5. Another very strong start by Trisky we have here. It's not so great start by PAW, but still very tolerable. Trisky leading by a bit more than a Tetris at this point, maybe even closer to 2, but very early days of course. Games has just started. Nevertheless, PIW pretty much needs to win this one. Falling 3-0 behind wouldn't be an option, surely. Both players with quite some imperfections in the boards. PAW is the first to get out of it, but 3 touches behind. Has a chance to make up for like one of them at this point. And he does it. Now back by about 60,000 points. This Tetris Trisky makes it back about 80. And PAW in a lot of trouble up high. Couldn't control the pieces. This board is not looking good. Nowhere to put that T. Another misdrop. I'm afraid that is gonna be nearly impossible to survive without any significant RNG help, and it looks like the RNG isn't helping. The RNG isn't helping by any means. PIW tops out again. Another early top out for PIW, that is. Trisky is now leading 3-0. PIW is ready. And Triska is ready. Next game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Triska is getting closer and closer to completely crushing Division 4 this season. Gets the line spin nice, missing it would have caused a lot of trouble. Now is back relatively clean. And gets the Tetris, the first Tetris of the game though. So a little bit of an air advantage for PIW this time. And this board of Triska is pretty demanding. Not much of a chance to clear it up all at once. Yeah, this game, PIW is the one definitely in the lead, currently by about 1 to 2 Tetrises depending on the exact line counts. And this huge spire on Triska's board is not looking good. This may slow down a lot. This may cause no trouble at all. All depends on the pieces at this point. But oh no, what happened to PIW? I completely missed it. That's a top out for PIW. Triska, in order to take the game, need to get to 148,000 points. Judging from the board state, Triska also in a lot of trouble. Triska on the verge of topping out. Triska will top out as well. What happened? So lucky for PIW that is. Saves the game. I should say Triska saves the game for PIW. And Triska is ready. PIW is ready as well. Next game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. PIW gets another chance, having fallen 4 to 3, 4, no 4 down, wouldn't have much of it, but now still in the game. Nevertheless, the scores need to get higher. The early top outs can't happen. Most important thing, no early top outs. Or at least no multiple early top outs. It's not been fulfilled yet. Triska misdrops pretty badly, but gets the pieces to get the board under control just in time. This will be some extensive burning though, not an easy one whatsoever. PAW currently head by about Tetris gets a great chance to extend the lead. Triska is getting out of it very effectively. The efficiency is there indeed. Didn't decide to go for this double. Still doesn't decide to go for this double. This sends the board into a nasty 8-column well, very dirty well, which is completely out of control, and it looks like this will be a top out for Trisky. Trisky tops out, and PAW takes the game. All of a sudden, Trisky was 3-0 up, 2 early top outs, and now it's just 3-2 down, 3-2 up. And they are ready. Next game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. PAW in quite some trouble in this game. Nothing too important survival-wise, but efficiency-wise. Yet to score the first Tetris. Trisky also not with the strongest of starts, but scores the Tetris already. And it feels like Trisky can't find the right rhythm today. So far, wasn't it for the most of the previous match, but for these 3 games, the previous 2 and this one, it's not there clearly. PAW unable to take too much of an advantage of it, actually behind in points at this point, also struggling. Well, it looks like the nerves are coming in. This match is for winning the whole division. The score doesn't matter, just whoever wins it. Trisky with completely broken boards. This will be quite difficult to survive, I'm afraid. Needs the lumber right now, and Trisky is just not getting the lumber. Finally it comes. This board looks very bad. Should be able to survive it easily, but the time it will take can be very, very troublesome. And PAW is clean now has the great chance to finally start scoring, start getting away with the score. Was able to get away by only 1 Tetris. Scores are tremendously low in this game. Trisky 126 at 73 lines, PAW 146 at 66 lines. The scores around about the same, but PAW 10 lines behind. And this can be a significant factor. Trisky had a lot of high burning, that's why the difference is there. PAW? What is PAW doing? Once again, very high. Kind of fighting for survival is. What was this lumbar? I think that was a misdrop. That must have been a misdrop. PAW is on the verge of topping out. PAW tops out. That's another early top out in this game. In this match. Can we get at least one double 500k? At least one double transition. At least one double 100 lines. Twiskai leading 4-2 is one game away from winning the division and has 3 chances. A truly prime position for Twiskai, that is. They are ready. The game, possibly the last game of the division this season, starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. It looks like we have a much safer start from PAW this game. He really doesn't wanna top out early once again. This is not an option. But Triskai with another great start. 5 Tetrises within the first 20. 4 lines. That's some efficiency. Really wants to go for the kill. Finish it all up in this very game. Surely has a decent chance to do it. Currently leading by about 1 Tetris, both with clean boards. PAW went very high for a moment, but managed to get the lumbar just on time to survive. We'll be back to safety once again, although Triskai had by almost 3 Tetrises at this point. Looking stronger and stronger, back to the good form, the best games of today's. Now about 80k point lead, now 100,000 points lead with this Tetris. PAW needs to go for it, otherwise this will be too late. Now is the chance, the only chance he has. Managed to make up for about 1 Tetris of the 100,000k, down to about 80k now, the lead is. But Triskai is not slowing down. Back to 100k again, back to 80k again. PAW needs to hope Triskay makes some mistakes. This is a pace for a very high 500k transition. Well, maybe not very high, but like mid to high 500k transition. Pretty much a win advantage if nothing very bad happens. And something very bad happened to PAW. That was a very significant misdrop. Now, this is still survivable, but very difficult, very tight. Needs some help to the left. Is not getting the help, on the verge of topping out. PAW is, and here it is. PAW tops out. And Triskay takes the game, takes the match, and takes the Division 4 in this season. We will see Triskay in at least Division 3 in the next one, but now the great pace that is, so let's see Triskay play it out. Maybe 600k incoming, who knows? This one last Tetris will be the 600k. Just one lumber needed. Here it is. 600k for Triskay to finish Division 4 off. Very nicely played game. A very nicely played tournament for Triskay. Congratulations, Triskay, for winning the division. Can we maybe have you here in the commentary booth for a second? If you wanna join. If not, it's perfectly fine. Alright. So here we have it. Division 4 has been concluded. Let's take a look at the final Division 4 standings. We have Triskay with the full set of points, 12 points, dropping just 3 games in the whole league in all the 4 matches. Win the division. We'll see Triskay in Division 3 at least in the next season, most likely Division 3 given the elo of Triskay, unless Triskay improves the PB very significantly. PAW finishing up at the 2nd place and Tony finished up at the 3rd place. These 2 players have a guarantee of playing in at least Division 4 in the next season. Martz on the 4th spot, not granted anything, will be joining solely through the elo points. And Richard Wolf on the 5th place. If Division 5 gets created, then this will be the highest division he will be playing at. Alright, I guess that's it for today then. The next stream that is planned will be happening on Wednesday, August 2nd. We have Ćwikoszczak finally joined the league, Division 2 match. Roko versus Ćwikoszczak. And then we also have planned tentatively for Saturday, August the 5th, Merca versus Mid Division 1 match, and for Sunday, August the 6th, Jesper versus Tim match. Volpog League Season 1 is slowly coming to an end. It looks like Division 4 has already been concluded. Just 3 matches to be played in Division 1, just 5 matches in Division 2, and just 4 matches in Division 3. Alright, I guess that's it for today. Let's find somebody to raid. Who we have played? We have Classic Tetris League, Stream Tetris. So let's raid Classic Tetris League. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.